What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys a quick little video. And this one is going to be the Will of D theory, right? This will only be a couple minutes long, not that long. But my idea, right? Because there's a corresponding thing with every single person who has the D initial between Garp, Luffy, Ace, Vivi, Sebek, and just you name it, right? Every single one of them had something in common. Every single one. They all had dreams. But not only just dreams, they had the will to try to make those dreams become reality. So, I'm thinking the will of D is as simple as this. It's the will of dreamers. And like the will of D, such as the will of dreamers being passed on to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation, has been very, very visually evidently shown between, like, I'll use this one. How did Luffy learn how to use that Fire Fist attack of his, right? Red Hawk. How did he learn that? He's made of rubber. Everyone thought, oh, maybe it was friction. Well, that's how he got it, right? And maybe because he hawkifies it sometimes, and I do mean sometimes, maybe that's why it doesn't burn him. But then, what about the other times when he doesn't have hockey on his hands, right? And he still uses the Red Hawk. How does that happen? Well, he visualizes Ace doing his Fire Fist. He dreams it, wills it into reality using his Conqueror's Hockey. And he's doing this all by sheer accident, not realizing what he's doing. It's just by will alone. Kind of like how in Marineford, when he used his Conqueror's Hockey or King's Hockey for the very first time and wiped out, well, I can't say wiped out, knocked out a whole bunch of Marines. And everyone was in shock to see that he had the Will of Kings and or Conqueror's Hockey. So it's like, oh crap. We bring in his fight, Luffy's fight with Kaido, and Kaido saying, hockey is the thing that transcends all. Okay? Here's another thing. Joy Boy's hockey's not that Emmett used. Did he like create it using hockey, such as, you know, that whole entire rope was like literally hockey? Or did he just imbue his hockey into the knot so as soon as the knot broke, his hockey was released, right? Because we see that people can put their hockey into stuff, their Conqueror's Hockey, and, you know, their armament hockey. Right, armament hockey was the very first one you could see from like hand to sword or whatever it may be, right? Now, what if it is the same thing with Conqueror's Hockey? If your will is strong enough, maybe you can create inanimate objects like devil fruits. But that's what I'm thinking the will of D is. As simple as the will of dreamers. And all you have to do is look at every single individual that we know that you come across throughout the story from the beginning all the way to where we are in Elbath, right? They're constantly talking about dreams and the will to keep passing them on. And dreams never die as long as there's someone who is alive to keep on dreaming. See what I mean? And it goes from like when Luffy finally has his first initial interaction with Teach, and they're both in that bar and they're fighting over pies and whatnot, which was hilarious. Like, I love all the little mini quibs and like funny moments that they have in One Piece, but that was one of the big initial ones because Teach himself, which we find out is a Jones, right? I'm thinking his family has some info that's been passed on, which is exactly why he knows so much about devil fruits, why he knows so much about the world government, why he knows so much about like inner workings of everything. Not just because, oh hey, Criminal Underground, because we know that his family runs the Criminal Underground or are a massive part of it, right? Well, what if his family also are the ones who have knowledge about the last road poneglyph and also know hidden knowledge of the world, such as, oh, they've always known about Emu. Because we saw that with Zebek when they went to freaking, you know, God Valley and everything. It was insane. Like, before the whole God Valley incident, he went to Emu chambers. And then went to God Valley because they drew him out because they had to. Because they had to wipe him out. Because he threatened Emu. He saw the will of that man and heard his dream. And he's like, I gotta snuff this out. So I'm thinking It is going to be as simple and as funny as that. And we're going to see it on the last Road Poneglyph because it's going to be written there. It's going to be probably written there. Like the One Piece is literally going to be something along the lines of a person's dream never dies, or a person's will never dies until it is forgotten. Until that individual is forgotten, their dream is forgotten. All of it's forgotten. Like, you can go ahead and forget who the original person of the dream was, but could you imagine that is what it is? Oh, the mind-blowing and, like, just the dramatic effect would be so awesome. And, like just how you saw Roger, Odin, and everyone on Roger's crew sit there and just laugh their asses off. What if that's what it is? What if that's what it is? Something as simple as that? Be one of the coolest and funniest things ever. But that's honestly all it is. Like, all you have to do is just go and look at all the different interactions that they have. Like, there's so many out there when it comes to, like, Luffy and the crew and others with the initials. But the Will of D is the will of the dreamers. So, hopefully you all like this quick little, like, theory video. I mean, I wanted to do something like this, but I haven't really thought about it in a long time. But hopefully you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed thinking about this and kind of like coming to the conclusion. But once again, theory, probably not even going to happen. But oh man, I would laugh so hard. So hard. But hopefully you all enjoyed it. Later, guys.